All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to MBA Spotlight 2022 edition. I'm here with Selbi today. Selbi, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. This is Seattle. It's still very dark outside, but I'm excited to be here. So this year, Spotlight's kind of bigger than ever. So we have over 25 top MBA programs. We have all the names. We have Harvard, Wharton, Stanford, INSEAD, MIT, Yale, Ross. I can go down that list, but if you are applying to a school, chances are you're going to hear from them today. Michigan, of course. So I'm excited to hear from Michigan. The fair has been like really, really popular this year. We have two types of events, and we have made some changes from the years before when we did Spotlight. So we will have a lot of admission sessions, and all of them will be on Zoom. So to make sure that you are, going to the right Zoom link, registered at gmaclub.com/MBA hyphen spotlight. I'll make sure the link is somewhere here on the stream, on the chat. Also, side by side on YouTube, we will do a lot of panels here on the GMAT Club YouTube channel. You don't really need to register for those, right? Like you just need to keep the GMAT Club YouTube page open, and things will just keep rolling. And you have different links for different videos. I'll throw in a spoiler for the next panel that I'm just going to do. Just keep an eye on the GMAT Club YouTube page. One quick note for the Zoom meetings, you may notice that some sessions are completely booked out. This has been a really popular year for MBA Spotlight. Tons of you are applying to business school. So if you have not been able to sign up to a Zoom session, maybe to the school that you really, really want to go to, remember there will be spots available. And if you don't get a spot today, just keep an eye on the GMAT Club MBA Spotlight page. We will keep adding spots as spots open up, okay? And if there's a session that you really, really want, you will most likely get it, okay? Cool. So I just wanted to quickly throw in a few reasons of why you should attend MBA Spotlight today, tomorrow, and we have one more day coming up next week. It's one of the easiest ways to learn a ton about the business school programs that you're applying to. I remember when I was applying to schools, feels forever ago now, like almost 5 years ago. I had to go to different cities in India to actually hear from schools and network with admission folks. The fact that you're able to do that from the comfort of your own home is definitely a byproduct of the pandemic, but also it just makes life a lot easier, and it saves you a ton of time, right? Also, you can just listen. This is especially valuable for folks who are still not entirely sure which business school they want to apply to. Maybe you're just taking the GMAT. Maybe you're just thinking about the MBA process, which Selby, you were just a year ago, right? So this is a really cool place for you to learn about business schools, get to see some of the questions that folks who are applying this year or next year are asking, and learn from them. Selby, you wanted to talk to us about some of the exciting stuff that's happening in this year's Spotlight, so go for it.
Yes. So, other than all the things that Souvik just mentioned, another thing why I enjoyed joining the previous MBA Spotlight fairs was because I loved freebies. So, another reason to attend, of course, this fair is that you can get application fee waivers and GMA Club tests. You can win over $80,000 worth in app fee waivers and practice tests, and all you have to do to win those is just attend the session. I think the links to enter a drawing for these two things will be provided during the Zoom sessions. So all you have to do is just watch out for that link in the session chat, and that's pretty much it. Other than these freebies, let's just cover the schedule for today. As y'all can see on the slide here, we have multiple Zoom meetings taking place every hour. So you have to be strategic. For the Zoom sessions, you will have 45 minutes to hear the admissions team share their updates for the next season, talk a bit about the programs, and most of the time will be spent to take your questions.
Awesome. Selby, you also wanted to touch on some of the best practices for the YouTube Zoom sessions. I'll throw in a few, but I would love to hear from you as well. So one of the things that I recommend folks not do is ask questions like, hey, I have 690 on the GMAT. I want to apply to Harvard. Do I have a chance? Those questions are not super helpful because A, they're super specific, right? Like your application is a lot more than just some raw stats about you. So I would avoid those questions and keep those maybe for the forum or maybe for one of the admission sessions that we do every single week on YouTube. So I would keep those for that. But I would keep the Zoom and the YouTube sessions to ask whatever you want. Like those specific questions can come in the Zoom sessions as well. But also, I just wanted to quickly clarify that when we have sessions with admission consultants, generally, in order to get an hour from them, you end up spending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. So just use a free opportunity to get your questions answered. For example, there's a Zoom room that's opening up in 15 minutes with Gatehouse admissions. You can register and get a link to join. There's also another YouTube session with MBA Mission at 8 o'clock Pacific today. So keep an eye out for that as well. Now, Selbi is also our Instagram champion. So she might pop off to post some Instagram stories while I want to plug for some of the panels that I'll be leading today. So these, I consider them absolutely essential, totally mandatory, right? So I hope to see all of you there. The first panel starts in about 9 minutes. I'm doing a panel with 3 GMAT Club experts and also GMAT experts. And they all have one thing in common. They all got 800 on GMAT, which is pretty ridiculous. And the fact that we are able to get all 3 of them in the same room, it's kind of like a Hall of Fame type of a thing. So I'm excited for that. Next, in a few hours, we would have another panel on application turnaround stories. So think about folks who applied to business school, they didn't really work out all that well, and then they realized their mistakes and turned them around the next year and got into business schools, and some of them have already graduated. So you'll hear a lot from those folks as well. Also remember, the YouTube sessions are totally free and are available to watch later. We also have panels tomorrow. For example, tomorrow we have a panel on GMAT versus GRE. I know a lot of you are pondering that question. We have that session with Charles, Maria from Applicant Lab, and admissions from my alma mater, Ross. So keep an eye out for that as well. I think that's all I had. I'm going to see all of you in about 7 minutes in the first panel with GMAT 800ers. So keep an eye out for that one. And again, welcome back to MBA Spotlight. I'm excited to see what's in the store for the next couple of days.
Awesome. All right. Thanks a ton, guys. I'm going to play a slide now and you guys can check out the rest of the schedule here.
Awesome. Thanks, Selby. Bye.